Hey, that's a pleasure to be with all of you tonight. The challenge was very simple, putting 10 years on one slide. So Christian started to dig into all the 784 companies who had been going through the award process. We pulled out all the reports we had been looking at over the past 10 years, and we said, let's take stocks and look ahead. What's in front of us, and what's coming ahead. So, number of things. I'm just going to build on what has been said before. Looking at the followers and the leaders. What are the differences we see between followers and leaders across this award over the past 10 years? Has been said before, followers are still looking at controls and savings, when the leaders are really here to empower the business to achieve whatever goal they have. Whether growth, innovation, performance, cost, they are here to empower the business, deliver whatever they have to deliver. In terms of organization, a lot of the followers are still asking themselves, is this strategic? Is this just transactional? Or I need to think about it. The leaders, the company who won awards, are really company where strategy is about collaboration with the business. There is no sourcing strategy, there is no procurement strategy. This is a strategy that has been designed together with the business and that's implemented together with the business. It's not just looking at, what's transactional and not. And the rest is outsourced to shared service center, to India, or to a machine through automation. When we look at collaboration, we still have a lot of companies, every 2 years, they go back to the drawing board. What are the criteria to make this one a gold company, a gold supplier, or a number one type of supplier? What type of governance I would be implementing with them? The leaders, they have a portfolio of ways of working with suppliers. They've already selected the companies. They already have the governance in place. But they have a number of ways of project, of innovation, ways of creating value and performance together with them. And that's what makes the difference. Risk. We still have the compliance, which is necessary. We need to deliver that to the business. But a lot of procurement organizations, they still look at the procurement risk. They don't have an enterprise perspective on risk, and they don't look at the upside. When is it good to take risk? Why should I go, single source in order to get a unique benefit for the business? The full picture. Sustainability. Still about, filling papers, doing assessments and things like this in most of the cases. When the leaders, they've been moving to something else. They're increasing performance, they're creating business opportunities together with suppliers that are already delivering economic, social, and environmental performance. The three together. It's a way of doing business for tomorrow. Value and innovation. Followers, they still have a few projects here and there, and most of them, this is just the classic cost reduction redesign to cost type of activities. When the leaders in terms of innovation, this is something where innovation is the responsibility of everyone. It's embedded in every single category. They all need to deliver some types of innovation, sometimes incremental, sometimes radical. But it's everybody's job. And it also impacts the top line, that we just discussed. People. Followers, they are very good at implementing the HR process. They are very good in building an army of individuals who are skilled, and for another year they're going to be trained in, the Kraljik matrix. But the winners, the company who make a difference, they develop a culture, they develop a community, they create a mutually supportive organization. The point is not from the center to tell everyone what they should do. The point is to get everyone across the organization to help each other achieve everything we've said before. We know what to do, but we need to get everyone to help everyone deliver it. And when we looked at the data in terms of scores, where do we have the biggest gap in terms of leaders and followers? This is this point you find here. Individual engagement. The biggest gap are around the recruitment, career development, people development, mobility, succession. They're also on learning. Do we engage people in experimenting? Do we create mutual learning, sharing best practice all across the network? Acting and feeling as a network. Do we coach individuals? Do we provide them feedback? And how do we impact on culture? What do we do in terms of behaviors, communication, community, all these elements? The winning organization, the one thing that really distinguishes them from the others, they're investing in these three levels. Not just individuals, but the full aspect of it. So everybody helps everybody deliver something different than outstanding. So what does it mean ahead of us? What does it mean for the future? Whatever the future, we need to be ready. You know? If innovation is driving the way forward, IoT, AI, and everything like this, we will be like Adam Smith has said many, many years ago, we will be combining together the power of the most distant and dissimilar objects. The Wealth of Nations, Adam Smith, is just after the story of the manufacture of pins. That's the division of labor applied to innovation. We have to bring this power of very distant supplier and capabilities to our companies. But at the same time, whatever the future, we need to be ready. It might be to be backed to the cost aspects. Costs do not exist to be calculated. They exist to be reduced. So not just about, in PowerPoint, making the nice cost model, but just also being on the shop floor, being in the supply chains, and getting this cost out. So whatever the future, we need to be ready. What does it mean? We are at the center of every tensions in the organization. Whatever target the business has, we have that target. We are in the middle of all these contradictory forces that are taking the companies forward. And, you know, being stuck in the middle, saying, oh, we can't go there, we can't do that, impossible. Just saying, yes, we will look at cost, and in 2 years, when we'll be more mature, we'll do a bit of innovation. That doesn't work. We need a leadership mindset where we need both. Both this and both that. What we need is ambition. We should aim for both being close to suppliers and being close to the business. You know, equipping procurement with digital tools, but also, you know, helping the company become, you know, digitally different from others. We need to do both cost reduction and performance, exploration and implementation. We need to have both sustainability and economic performance. We need to have both risk and innovation. We need opportunities and synergies at the same time. One system, but multiple projects to take the organization further. We need to care for our people, but also to challenge them. We need both of these. And we need both to be very visible, but also still invisible. So, in some occasion, yes, we're going to have to prioritize and make compromise. But the first step, you know, is always to strive for both. Is always to expect, let's find a way of thinking beyond the obvious, and let's break through this apparent paradox and deliver the value of tomorrow. It's a leadership act that we need to bring further. And that's some of the people that we've been listening to tonight have been bringing in their organization. So, last word, you know, you can join us in a conference in Paris where we'll be launching the book about the 5th generation procurement, how it can be both, you know, tactical and exploratory, how we can be both agile but also a competence center, how can we be both consolidating a lot of markets, but at the same time collaborate and build alliances. Thanks a lot for your patience.